Mualani? What are you doing here? Oh yeah, right. That's because we're not on my account. Today, we are on yet another viewer's account, and we're here to do some fixing. Kevv is an AR 45 player who is looking to get back into the game after a long hiatus. And his signature there is send help, and that is exactly what I am here to do, my friend. And the reason why his account in particular interested me was for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Kevv has some kind of unconventional favorite characters in Qiqi, Yanfei, and Chongyun. And you guys know how I love building niche and unpopular characters. But the main reason that I really wanted to help out Kevv was that because while he was on hiatus, a friend hijacked his account and got rid of almost all of his weapons and artifacts. So when he came back, he felt super unmotivated to work on his account because he basically had to start from scratch again. But Kevv is excited to jump back into Natlan and rediscover everything he's missed since going on hiatus after Inazuma. Yes, it's been that long for this account. But let's see if we can't help Kevv enjoy Genshin again and give his account a well-deserved makeover. While some of his favorites might be unconventional, Kevv's #1 favorite character of all time is Kazuha. So no matter what, we're definitely going to be building him. And while he did pull Mualani, he hasn't gone to Natlan yet to get any materials for her. And I want him to be able to explore on his own, so unfortunately we won't be building her this week. What I'd like to do is mainly build a team for Kevv's Yanfei. And then along the way, we're going to also set up some of his other characters with some potential artifacts and weapon options, so he has some more usable characters going into the future of his account. Speaking of more usable characters, by the way, I have the honor of claiming Kevv's free anniversary 5-star, and he chose to pick Mona!
I am astrologist Mona Magistus.
While this might not have been my personal choice for this account, and I'm sure you'll all voice your own opinions in the comments about it, Kevv really likes her design and her sprint, and I always encourage people to pull for the characters they like over the characters they think are the best. So we have Mona here, and we'll try and set him up with, a bit of a build for her as well, if at all possible. Obviously, as you can see, we do not have a whole lot of weapon options here. We do at least have a Widsith for Yanfei, and that's leveled up already, so that's really good. And we have a couple great weapon options here. We have a Sac Frag, we have a Sac Sword, we have a couple Favonius weapons, a bunch of Favonius swords that were kept unrefined, which is great. We even have an R5 Thrilling Tales. So we've got some great options here that we can work with. Now, why Chongyun is on Skyrider Greatsword, I'm not sure, but we'll get that sorted out. Artifacts surprised me a little bit. We do have actually a little bit of a reserve. I did go through these already and lock some of the ones that I think are promising. So, ones like these that are 4-line starters with relevant stats, stuff like this, double crate pieces, just so these don't accidentally get foddered or strongboxed. And the good news is we have a ton of fodder here to start with as well, so we'll be able to level up some artifacts right away. The one thing we're going to be short on definitely is character EXP material, but I don't think that's going to be a problem because as you can see here, we have 47 fragile resin to play with. So I think that's going to be more than enough to get some good builds done here. And finally, the other thing that was a pleasant surprise is that we have some boss drops sitting in reserve here. Yanfei is 70, okay, so she only needs one more Ascension. Sucrose seems pretty fine, and we don't really need to use her since we're going to be using Kazuha, but this is a great weapon for her. This is a great placeholder set here for the two-piece Elemental Mastery. We're probably not going to farm enough Viridescent for a second set for Sucrose, so she can keep this for now. And we've got some talent living going on here. Okay, Yanfei's got some levels. Kazuha definitely needs some more levels. As for Yanfei's weapon, Widsith, we saw this earlier. Level 80, we don't need to touch this at all. This will be great for her. Let's see, 2-piece Crimson Witch, 2-piece Martial Artist. Again, great placeholder set here. Alright, Xiangling. She's not going to be on the Yanfei team, but I am going to try and get some resources for her as well. She's on Favonius Lance, which is a great weapon for her. Obviously, it needs to be leveled up a little bit more. So we don't necessarily need to go fish for the catch, although I still recommend doing it because it's a great weapon for her, and Fav Lance can be used by a bunch of other people as well. Qiqi, my girl, she's level 50. We do have some cryo flower drops here, so we can level her up a little bit right away. We are going to have to go on a dreaded hunt for violet grass. Don't look forward to doing that again. Weapons, she's on Fav's sword. Okay, and Kazuha's on sacrificial sword. I think I'm actually going to switch these two weapons here. So to explain this here, both Fav's sword and Sac sword are good options for Qiqi. Obviously, Fav Sword is good because it helps her get more energy particles, which at C0 she gets none from any part of her kit. However, I think Fav Sword is going to be more valuable here on Kazuha, and Sacrificial Sword is going to be less valuable on Kazuha because he doesn't really need the double skill. Whereas Qiqi can use it to have way more consistent healing because, as you might know, her skill cooldown is abysmal. And obviously, Sac Sword is not going to be super consistent at R1, but we'll do this with the assumption that Kevv is going to get more refinements in the future. And we're probably going to build Maidens on her just because we're going to be farming Viridescent for Kazuha anyways, so we might as well make sure that domain is resin efficient for us. Am going to try and do something for Kev's Chongyun, since this is another 4-star DPS that he really likes. And even if he doesn't have the best team options for him right now, I'd like him to be able to use one of his favorite characters on a team in the future. So let's get him off this Skyrider Greatsword, and I see a great weapon option right here in the Sacrificial Greatsword. But we're doing this because besides farming Viridescent for Kazuha, we're going to spend the rest of our resin in the Emblem domain. And Sacrificial Greatsword is a great weapon for Chongyun if you build him on 4-piece Emblem. Then all the way down here at level 20, we're actually going to raise up Kaya a bit. He's going to be our cryo application in the Yanfei team because we're going for a melt comp. Ideally, we'd like to do a vape comp, but if you look here, we don't exactly have any great off-field hydro options. We do have Mona now, but in my opinion, her hydro application is not. Xingqiu is in the shop right now, but as you can see, we don't have any glitter to buy him. Kevv did try to get Yelan on the previous banner, but it was not to be. And since we're going to be spending so much time in Emblem, we'll probably get some pieces for Mona as well maybe. She can also benefit greatly from 4-piece Emblem. And for her weapon, let's give her Thrilling Tales. And Mualani is on Twin Nephrite, which is really not a bad 3-star weapon option, especially if you have no other DPS options. However, we should go and try and craft for her the new craftable weapon, the Ring of Yakshi, and she will enjoy that one a lot more. Yanfei as the DPS and the driver for Melt, Kaya is off-field cryo application, Kazuha for of course swirl and buff, and resistance shredding, and Qiqi for healing and a little extra cryo application. Speaking of Kaya, what weapon should we give him? He's on a, what is that, Traveler's Handy Sword? Yeah, Def Percent Sword. I don't think that's going to be doing much for him. We could give him another Fav Sword here, or we could also... yes, that's right. Kevv hasn't completed Inazuma yet, so we don't have access to Sumeru weapons, which means we cannot craft a Sapwood Blade. So I think Fav Sword it will be for Kaya. Our resin is capped though, so I want to get going, but I want to start by doing commissions and just testing out how this team works right now and seeing what our power level is at. Because I noticed that we can ascend the world level, and if we can do that, I'd like to before farming. Kevv definitely did a great job of keeping up on his builds as a low AR player and making sure his characters were usable as he leveled up, even for a casual player, so I think right now the state of the account is pretty impressive. That being said, I do think we can take on the Ascension quest pretty easily. Somehow I don't think we should bring Kaya to this. I'm sure it probably won't matter that much. They've made this quest so freaking easy that it barely even matters anymore. Okay, this might be kinda hard, actually. We might have rushed into this a little bit. Kazuha did die, but it's okay. We didn't need him anyways. Can we complete this in 46 seconds with one more enemy left? God, Qiqi's cooldown sucks so bad.
Boom, boom!
Into the wind.
Yeah, okay, we're not making it. So instead, how about we level up our characters first, and then try it? Oh, I'm eating my words from my Qiqi video saying I'll never have to farm violet grass ever again. At least they added this feature. So, bad news. I don't think we can necessarily fight bosses. More bad news, this is an Asia account, and I don't have any friends that play on Asia, so I don't know who I can call for help here. It might be time to ask the Discord. Alrighty, we've got Frisia here to help out, and they're gonna invite one of their friends as well, so hopefully this will be a little bit easier. Oh, we got Novelette, we got Lisa. Let's go. We got the squad. Finally, we're done with this boss. That was painful, actually. So I had to cut day one a little bit short because, as you can probably hear in my voice, I am sick. So I decided it was a better idea for me to stop recording and just do some stuff off camera. So that's what I did. And now we have enough materials to ascend Yanfei, Changling, Kazuha, Changyun, and Qiqi. You may have noticed that Kaya was left out of that equation, even though I did say earlier we were going to be using him. And I think instead I'm going to try and spin Changyun as our cryo player. I'll have to do some testing to see if this actually works, but since he is a character that is already leveled up, that we already have a good weapon option for, and again, is a character that Kevv likes, I thought I would try to use him if at all possible. But the goal is to get these characters leveled up so that we can take on the Ascension domain. So I think let's start with Kazuha. And we don't even have enough of the Animo chunks to level him up. So that's going to be an issue. But what about some of these other characters? We can at least ascend them, right? Well, maybe. No, not even Yanfei. And if we can't ascend Yanfei, then we definitely can't ascend Xiangling. I hate to do this, but I think if we're going to ascend our characters in any reasonable amount of time,
we're going to have to convert a couple crystals. I think since we're not ascending any Geo characters, we'll convert all the Geo to Animo. There we go, an Ascension for Kazuha. And finally, we can ascend Yanfei. So Yanfei is ascended, Kazuha is ascended, Chongyun is ascended, Qiqi is ascended. Yes, I went through the pain of farming that much violet grass. And if we want Chongyun to be usable at all, I'm probably going to have to go through the pain of getting that much core lapis. Which I just did that for Qiqi on my own account, and well, that was about as fun as picking violet grass. But I do want to see... Okay, we do have some talent books. Okay, well, let's start with Qiqi. We're probably going to have to go farm some Samaturals. Then after this, I think we'll spend the rest of our daily resin on the XP lines in Leeway, hoping to probably get some more treasure hoarder drops since Kazuha and Yanfei and Chongyun, I think, all need them.
Boom boom!
Into the wind!
And with that, we have spent all of our daily resin, or at least as much as we had up until now. Real quick, I do know that Kazuha is the #1 priority to get higher than 70, just because he's the one that's going to benefit the most from being a higher level, being an Animo Swirl character. But because the other half of our team is level 50 respectively, I think I'm going to level up Qiqi first. Not only because she's lower level, but also because I have the materials to ascend her further, or at least I will after I craft a little bit. So, there we go. An Ascension for Qiqi. So then, talents. Of course, let's start with Kazuha because he's the highest level, and he's probably one of our most important units. So, who else? Yanfei? She also needs the treasure hoarder materials. Oh god, okay. We could maybe level up Qiqi's skill? Well, we can level up her burst once, that's kind of free. Okay, skill up once, skill up twice, and skill up one more time. So, level 5 skill, level 4 burst. Not ideal, but fine. Okay, we were able to get into a co-op world. Hello, Abhi. Well, with the rain in Kazuha, this is very easy. Are you serious? They barely have any of their Leeway teleport waypoints unlocked. Oh my gosh, I'm about to unlock this chest for them. Well, have fun finding that eventually. Well, this chest too, I guess. And also this chest. And this chest too, I guess. Think of it like me leaving little presents for them to discover around their world whenever they come across them. Look at that, another present. And that's everything in this world. Have fun finding those chests, Abby. Now, that is not the first nor the last time that we will have to go into co-op for treasure hoarder drops, I am sure of it. Yanfei's talents are currently better leveled than Kazuha's are. We can level up her skill once, I suppose. But then for Kazuha, we can level up his skill once and twice. And that will be it, because we can farm his talent books today. Oh, it's not Tuesday in Asia, is it? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Who's on Wednesday then? Yanfei. Well, okay then. That's fine. We'll go level up her instead. So I ended up not recording me farming for Yanfei's talons yesterday because it ended up being a pretty painful experience actually. I couldn't get anybody to match with me in the domain because it was like 4 or 5 a.m. over in Asia, and by the time I could get people to match with me in the domain hours later, nobody could help me defeat it. So it took quite a few tries. But we did get there, and we did get plenty of talent books to hopefully at least get her skill and her normal attacks up to level 6. So that's level 4 for the normal attack, and level 6. Then level 5 for the skill. Darn, we just barely don't have enough. So I guess we can spend some on the burst in, well, no we can't. We don't have treasure hoarder drops. Well, we're going to need those for some of our other characters as well, so let's go farm those real quick. We'll have to finish Yanfei's talents a different day. And if you can't still tell by my voice, yes, I am still sick, but we are pushing through. You may also notice that I changed up our team once again. I realized if we kept Chongyun on the team, we'd have to do a ton more investment to get him up to par with the rest of the characters, and also that his off-field cryo application was pretty much non-existent. So instead, I think we're going to try and invest in Xiangling some. Now that does mean that we're not really doing many reactions on this team. It's kind of more like a mono pyro team, but it is a more functional team this way. And Xiangling will be a very good character that Kevv will want to level up and invest into anyways. She can be used with Milani. She'll just be really useful for Kev's account. Alright, there's more drops, meaning we can take the burst up 1 more level. What I really want to do is get all 3 of these to level 6, but again, we'll probably have to save that for a different day. So for now, what I actually want to focus on is trying to get an upgrade for Yanfei's artifacts. Since we're shifting gears and we're going to include Xiangling on the team instead of Chongyun, we're not going to be fighting any more bosses to level up characters since I already have the Ascension materials for her. So we're not going to be getting any more Wanderer's Troop pieces, meaning we can't really put a 4-piece set on Yanfei. I did check just to make sure, but, well, the pieces we have aren't exactly useful. Now the set she's on is pretty good, at least as far as the set bonuses go. 2-piece pyro damage, 2-piece normal and charge attack damage, perfectly fine build. This is a more than solid sans here, we're definitely going to keep this. Its feather is not bad either, but it could definitely be improved. Flower, probably not the best. There is this 5-star one here that has crit rate on it, but it doesn't really have any other useful stats. But there are a couple good flowers here that we could see instead, at least 5-star flowers. Like this one, especially EM, crit rate, attack, HP, those are all usable stats for Yanfei. I know this Yanfei isn't C4 yet, but when she is, having that little bit of HP cushion will be nice for that shield. I think we might try this one, just because she does need more crit rate, like I said. Which, speaking of, she is on a crit damage circlet, and since she's on Widsith, I don't think we really need this. So I would like to try for crit rate instead, and good news is that this is our off piece. Ooh, what is Sucrose doing with this one? Sucrose is non-fab, is she? No, she's on sacrificial, so Yanfei could definitely use that circlet better. I think we'll switch that. Okay, so the crit damage looking a little less impressive, of course, but we can balance that with some more rolls. Let's see how this feather goes. And HP, okay, fine. Or EM, that's fine too. Crit rate, please. Okay. EM again, alright, not bad. And what's our last roll gonna be? HP percent again. Well, it's not terrible. It is, at the very least, better than the one she had before. Honestly though, I think this is as good as her set is going to get this week, so we'll leave her there. Honestly, this is a perfectly fine ratio for where Kevv is at in the game. Obviously, you'll want to get more of both of these stats in the future, but again, this will do perfectly fine for where he is right now. As for Kazuha, I was curious if we could get him onto a 4-piece VV set, because he does have 3 pieces here. Okay, Attack Goblet, we're already seeing an issue here. And Attack Sands. I'm wondering if Kevv was trying to build his Kazuha DPS? This is a good flower for him though, like crit rate EREM, because he's on Fav, that's great, and crit damage Viridescent Circlet, 10 to 100 crit ratio. I mean, we can at least fully enhance this flower, right? And perfect. The problem seems to be that we just simply don't have any good replacement pieces. So it's safe to say we're definitely going to have to farm some Viridescent pieces this week. But first, because it is Thursday, I would like to farm a little bit for Qiqi's weapon. Never mind, I'm silly, I wasn't paying attention, I'm sick-brained, please forgive me. I meant Qiqi's talents, not her weapon, but seeing how low we are on Mora here and how there are a lot of other areas that could use upgrading more urgently, I think we're going to let this one sit for today. And we're going to spend our resin on some artifacts instead. Well, that wasn't too painful. At least, you know, we have a Yelan and a Kazuha in here. Anything good? Crit damage maiden circlet, no thanks. Okay, attack, no. There's EM, but no. Ooh, 3-drop. Attack percent, okay, maybe for Qiqi, but probably not. Double attack percent for her, maybe. Probably not. 4-star, HP, no. Could be something. Could also be something, possibly. Attack Sands, okay, Qiqi can use that. Not that, though. Not really for Qiqi, definitely not. Defense percent. Attack Goblet, possibly. That's possible for Kazuha. 2 Maiden's pieces, great. Great. Fan. Ooh! EM double crit Sands. It's a 4-star, but that's rare as hell either way. Okay, we can all be Kazuha. Please be healer, please be healer, please be healer. Fuck! EM, no. Well, it's something, I guess. Well, also possible. Defense and HP. Womp womp. Can we see a single EM main stat piece, maybe? Well, no. Well, I can't say we didn't try, and we probably will try again at some point in the week. But for now, let's take a look at everything we've gained so far. So, we did get that EM goblet, which is going to be huge. Wait a minute, was it not an EM goblet? It was an EM Sands. Okay. Did we have an EM goblet already? Well, this one that Ningguang is holding is not doing her any good, and it does at least have ER on it. We still don't have anywhere near a 4-piece VV set, but we can at least get the right main stats. And attack percent, okay. Can we finish leveling this up? Ooh, crit rate, perfect. Without running completely out of Mora. We can, and we can see in their crit rate roll too. Okay, that turned out kind of perfect. I don't know if we should necessarily level this up, but I'm going to. At least a little bit. HP percent, okay, I think I'll leave it at just +8. We can level it up later if we don't get anything better. But he's at 350 EM now, which, you know, could be worse. It's at least way better than what he had like 20 minutes ago. We could, of course, also help fix his EM if we gave him an Iron Sting, but then we would have to level up another weapon completely from scratch. And since his Fab Sword is already level 40, I think it's just fine to keep him on this. Now, let's see what we can do for Qiqi. We did get an attack percent goblet on maidens, so we can switch her to that, but now she is on a 5-piece set. So is there a better healing bonus? Circlet maybe we can give her? This gladiator's one has ER and attack percent. I think that would be good. And we can probably almost definitely upgrade her flower. Yeah, I like this double attack stat one. Let's level up. Oh, I don't have any Mora. Well, I stand corrected. We will not level that up. Well, I know a couple places where we can get some quick Mora. And I have a feeling Kevv probably hasn't collected them yet. 200,000 Mora. 180,000 Mora. ER, perfect. But then we'll save the rest of our resources for a different character's artifacts. Namely, I think Xiangling needs some attention here. I do want to do a bit of emblem farming. Even though Xiangling is our only emblem user on the team, Kevv does have a lot of characters that will want emblem eventually, like Chongyun and Mona. We'll focus on Xiangling the most, but leftover pieces, we can try and get Mona a set and Chongyun a set, just so he has a place to start with these characters when he does use them. So let's spend a little bit more resin in Emblem domain. Ladies, let me past. I like how all three of the people that spawned into the world were characters that need Emblem. Like, yeah, we're all stuck in this hell together. Aquila Favonia Farina? What? We sure have seen some interesting weapon combos in these past couple times of me playing on people's accounts. Silver Shower Heartstrings Kujo Sara, Aquila Favonia Farina, Dullblade Kazuha. She is going to do it though, the son of a bitch. She really did win. And of course we only get Shimenawa's pieces. Not terrible Shimenawa's pieces though, I will say. Oh, okay. Crit damage ER, don't mind if I do. And a shitty emblem piece. You know how it is. Finally some emblem pieces. Nothing good. 2 HP pieces. I'm not building Yelan here. If I was, I'd have a much nicer Yanfei team. No. Not useful. Even less useful. And, well, would you look at that? Hold on. Rust Tainari? I saw that there for a second. What the hell? Another EM Sands double crit? Ooh, emblem feathers. Show me something good. Like that. Okay, not terrible, but not good either. And not good either. Okay, last run for today. We did get a couple usable pieces, which is better than nothing. Can you get like a good flower or something? Okay, or 3 Shimenawa pieces. Nice. Fellow Yanfei main, it was an honor to serve alongside you today. So let's see what the fruits of our labors are. Firstly, what is Xiangling even running here? A plus 12 Tiara of Frost. We do have an attack percent emblem circlet, which is, you know, we'd prefer a crit one because we are on Fav, but that can work for now. We do have this ER Sands, this pretty nice feather, and, well, our only flower for now is gonna be our best flower. Well, that's 1 crit rate roll. It is better than nothing. Can we see 2? No, flat HP. Okay, well, again, the ER stat is what's most important about that. So, we're already at 187 ER, which is pretty good for her. Well, I am pretty happy with the upgrades we were able to make to the account today. Got some solid artifacts set up for Yanfei, starting in on a set for Kazuha, solid set for Xiangling, solid set for Qiqi, Of course, none of these builds are final by any means, but they all make these characters just that much more useful. I'm back. I am marginally less sick, and today we are going to be challenging the Ascension domain again. I think we can really do it this time. I was just doing some bounties earlier, and I was realizing our team's gotten pretty strong. Yanfei has been hitting some pretty big numbers. Kazuha has been a great support for her, and for overworld enemies, we've been able to pretty much one or two shot them with just these two. Qiqi's healing is still not the best, but she gets the job done in a pinch, and Xiangling is definitely where we're most lacking in the team right now. Well, it's a good thing then that it is Xiangling's talent domain day, and also Kazuha's because they use the same books. So that's what we're going to spend our resin for today before we go and challenge the Ascension domain. Eye of Perception Mona. These character builds just keep getting more interesting. You can't all play Kazuha! We need someone to be a healer! Level 50, Barbara. These people cannot be serious. I'm going to Kazuha plunge off a cliff. Hu Tao is on 1 HP? What the hell is that? Well, that was painful. 2-minute clear, but I guess we did it. Oh my god, we cannot all be Kazuha! Are they okay?
One with nature.
You guys have got to figure this out eventually. Thank God that's the last run. Farewell, boys. It's been quite the run. Then, speaking of Kazuha, let's give him some upgrades, shall we? So I think we'll start with his skill, then we'll do Xiangling's burst, and anything we have left over will go to his burst. So, level 5 and level 6. Then we can get level 5 for Xiangling's burst, and level 6 as well. Then we can take Kazuha's burst to level 3 and 4. There we go, that's pretty nice. That's a lot of upgrades for only our daily resin so far. We haven't even spent any fragiles. So with that then, I think this team might be ready to take on the Ascension domain again.
Time for your arraignment!
Okay, yeah, that was way too easy. Well, pretty good so far, but we did get through this part pretty easily before. Okay, about 1:40 for this guy. Can we do it? Oh, I think we've got this in the bag, guys. Yes! Okay. On straight to AR 47. Ooh yeah, experience books, 2 resin. And more EXP books, 2 resin, ooh, and a noblesse artifact. Not bad. That could be for a future Bennett. What's most important right now, I think, are weapons. Because Yanfei is our only person right now with a level 80 weapon. Kazuha is on level 40, Xiangling's level 40, and Qiqi is at least level 70. But we'll get some really useful stats from leveling these up, namely that ER for Xiangling and Kazuha. Hello! I have just finished streaming with my friend Gestal and got some pretty cracked artifacts that you've probably seen the video of by now. And as promised, today we are going to be farming for weapons. Qiqi and Xiangling both need their weapons to be upgraded, and we have plenty of Mystic Enhancement ore to do that. So let's get to work, shall we? Don't bring level 40 Kirara. Is that Skyward Blade? I'll hate them. I'm so confused. What are they cooking on Asia servers? I'm leaving this fucking group, bro. Another Arlecchino. Okay. I think we might be okay. Okay, but one of you has to change. Okay, thank God. We have Bennett, we have a healer. This is the squad. Oh my God, you guys. It's the same story every time. Okay, so we may have enough already, at least for one weapon. However, we have 0 Ruin Guard drops, so we have to go farm those. We're gonna need quite a few of these drops, I think. We might be at this for a while. Wake up, 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 wake up. I think I figured out the rotation for this team pretty much. So start with Yanfei's skill, then switch to Kazuha, swirl Pyro with her skill, then use Burst. Okay, didn't mean to actually do that there, I kind of wanted to keep that, but whatever. Then we go Xiangling next so she can catch the particles from Kazuha's Fav proc, hopefully. Then she goes Guoba Burst. Then we go to Qiqi, skill and Burst if she has it. Then back to Yanfei for damage. Okay, that's all the big guys that the book will tell me about. So let's see if we can level up Xiangling's weapon. We can ascend it once, level it to 50, ascend twice, level it to 60, ascend again, level to 70. So here we go. Ascension for Xiangling, and she's got a level 80 Favonius Spear. She already has almost 200 ER, so, and she's on an ER Sans right now. Yeah, which obviously it's 4-star piece, but when she gets 5-star pieces and some nice substats, she'll be cooking. Oh, Qiqi's weapon needs the same damn drops. Okay, I guess
Sometimes
we're fighting
the law's
more
compatible
Ruin
with human
Guards.
nature, but
Okay, what seemed like an hour of farming later, and was probably only a few seconds for you, we finally have enough to ascend Qiqi's weapon. There we go. Level up. We got that 55% ER. That is juicy. And that brings her attack stat up higher as well, so she'll be healing a bit more. And that is just about gonna do it for today's farming. Tomorrow is going to be Sunday, and we've got a lot of things to work on still, so I'm going to take full advantage of Sunday, probably spend quite a bit of our fragiles to catch up on some of the stuff we weren't able to complete earlier in the week. Well everyone, I have been a little busy off camera. I've been doing a bunch of quests trying to get some more extra resources so we can ascend our characters further. And in doing that, we got super close to AR48. So much so that I think as soon as we claim our commissions for today, we're going to hit it. Maybe? Yes, there we are. AR48. And I came to Catherine
Ad
here,
Astra Abyssosk.
so we could claim this right away. So that's some extra resins, some extra EXP books, and some Mora. And what do we get? Well, HP, not particularly the greatest in the world. But these extra resources, particularly these books, are going to be a real help. So I think we're going to be able to level 80 Kazuha. Finally, our first level 80 character on this account. Look at that. Kevv, your boy is all powered up. Look at that. Since it is Sunday, I want to focus on everyone's talents for today. Particularly, I want to get all of Yanfei's talents up to level 6 if at all possible. And then maybe finally it will stop trying to tell us that places in Mondstadt are highly dangerous. Because as you can probably tell, we're doing just fine in combat. This is why I always try to tell people, never be nervous to level up your world level. It may make things slightly more difficult at first, but the extra rewards that you get from more drops and being able to challenge like higher level domains and such just make it so worth it that you're honestly just holding yourself back if you choose not to. And for the people that are really worried, I always like to say pre-farm for your main DPS character to get to the next Ascension. before you ascend your world, so you can have at least one character right away whose level can be on par with the rest of the world. Okay, that's our daily treasure hoarder drop hoarding for today. Now, let's go get these books. As much as I would like to believe that we can do these domains on our own finally, I just know that's not possible, and I'm not going to waste time trying. Okay, so guys, I lied. We actually can do it. Ignore the fact that Yanfei and Xiangling are both dead. I ran out of revival materials. But, listen, it was taking too long to match for somebody, and I thought, fuck it, I'll try it myself. And lo and behold, it wasn't that bad. Level 6 skill, hell yeah. Here we go, level 5 on the burst, and level 6 on the burst, and now all of her talents are at level 6. Next, I'd really like to get Kazuha's burst up to level 6 as well, which with a little crafting, we can get that up to 5 right away, and then we should be able to finish it off with 1 or 2 runs. Actually, no, I need this to be less painful. I'm level 80ing Yanfei first. I can't go through that domain with having her die every single time. Of course, they're all fucking pyro. That is unfortunately this team's only weakness at the moment. Pyro enemies. There we go, level 80 Yanfei, our second level 80 character. Now this domain should be easy as pie. And that is going to be a level 6 burst for Kazuha. Now for Xiangling's talents, I think I'm going to leave her as is. Her burst is what's most important, of course. You know, Guoba is whatever, plus we can't even level it up anymore if we wanted to because she's not even ascended. I would, however, like to at least get a level 6 skill for Qiqi. She really needs to heal more. We are definitely struggling with staying alive, especially in domains. Unfortunately, we're running extremely low on Mora as well, which was what I was worried about if we were going to both ascend characters and level up talents today. But we have resin for a reason, so let's go spend it. And a level 5 burst. So then, finally, level 6 burst for Qiqi. Well, I'd say that was a pretty productive time we had today. We finished 1, 2, 3 characters' talents, and leveled 2 of them to 80. Now all that's really left is Kazuha's weapon, which we'll work on next Wednesday when the domain is open. So besides that, all that's really left to do is leveling up Xiangling and Qiqi and artifacts. Which, I mean, I would really like to see Kazuha on a 4-piece VV set, if at all possible. So I think we might start in Emblem today, because we can always strongbox VV. We don't necessarily need more Maiden's pieces right now, because Qiqi has an okay set. Emblem domain. My old friend. We have quite the history, you and I. Well, what can I see here? Oh, hello? Okay. That's kind of a Xiangling piece, not gonna lie. No. Nothing special here, unfortunately. I suppose I should be checking the 4 stars as well, but... no, nothing there. Maybe? Could be something. 3 drop? Could be something, I guess. No, definitely not that, though. And Sucky Circlet, okay. Every time I encounter a Lynette in co-op, it is always a DPS Lynette. You are not bringing level 54 Yanfei. Was that Skyward Spine Hu Tao? Girl, she's not a burst DPS. She doesn't need that ER. What are you doing? Well, crit damage Circlet again, but still no crit rate, and especially not on Emblem, apparently. Please, oh please, gotcha gods. Crit rate Emblem Circlet. I don't care what the substats are, and that's not what I asked for. And the last artifact of today is nothing I can use. Darn. Well, I unfortunately think we didn't get any upgrades today. Yeah, this is still our only flower somehow. And this is still probably our best feather. Just going through our artifacts again quickly, just to make sure there's nothing here that I'm gonna regret getting rid of. But since I've gone through our artifacts, I do want to try doing some strongboxing. We did run out of crystal fly cores, so I can't condense any resin right now. So I thought I'd do some strongboxing just to see if we can't get any interesting pieces so that we potentially don't have to spend any more resin. Please show me some EM pieces, crit rate circlets, anything you got, anything you got. Hello, that's some circlets. Attack goblet. Ooh, double crit attack percent feather. I don't know if I'd use that as a Kazuha piece, but it's definitely nice, or some kind of Animo DPS. ER crit rate could be something. Attack circlet, but decent substats. Crit damage circlet, and another attack percent circlet. Ooh, a double crit attack percent ER feather? Are you kidding me? Maybe we're building DPS Kazuha, who knows? Okay, I think we're probably gonna have enough for at least one more full box here. Just barely enough. Lots of flowers, wow. Okay, dendro damage bonus. I don't think it's worth to keep that. ER and attack percent though, that is worth it. ER crit rate could be something. Ooh, what? What is this? ER crit rate, crit damage? This is like the perfect VV piece. What is this? What? And oh my god. Are you joking right now? Double crit ER Sans. This is the first time I've gotten this, like ever. Like on my own account, on anybody else's account. This is the first time that has ever happened to me. Okay, wow, I'd say that went well, yeah? So this flower right here, holy shit, there's no losing with this flower, you know? Like, it literally cannot go wrong. Like, EM, great. Crit rate, amazing. Energy recharge, amazing, perfect. EM again, incredible. I'm almost kind of wanting to build some DPS stats because I feel like Kevv would like being able to use his Kazuha more as a DPS. Then I remember we did give him this EM Sans. I believe that wasn't already on him because he had the attack Sans, I think. With him being on Fav, he doesn't need this ER Sans by any means. I'm kind of trying, I don't know if you could tell, I'm kind of trying to force a VV set here. I don't really want to put him on an attack percent circlet. I don't think that's going to be very helpful. I mean, I could, but like, I wouldn't be happy about it. We do have this 5-star crit rate circlet that we put on Chongyun. But that would mean we'd have to find an on-set EM goblet to complete the VV set, and that's just simply not going to happen. I mean, unless we go with an attack goblet that rolls into EM. Wait a minute. I might be cooking something, chat. I might be cooking something. Now don't tell me, I know you're gonna be in the comments like, this is actually not the right way to build Kazuha. I'm aware. The important thing I think is that we got the 4-piece VV set with good pieces. Wait, I got Sanctifying Unction from the Battle Pass. Okay, we're back to leveling up this flower then, boys. Next time.
Today is going to be our last day on Kev's account. I've been doing a little bit of off-camera farming the past couple of days, just pretty boring stuff like repeatedly doing ley lines, so you didn't really miss much of anything. However, I do believe we have all the materials to finish out the account today. So as soon as I finish doing my more ley lines here for the day, then we'll get started. So what exactly are we going to be doing today on the account? Well, we have a couple things to finish up. First, ascending Xiangling and Qiqi. Then we also have to level up Kazuha's weapon. I made sure we got all the materials for that. But then beyond that, I do actually have a couple surprises for you all, as well as one last big project that should really help set up Kevv for the future. Does every damn ley line have pyro slimes in it today? What the hell is going on? That should be all the resin we have to spend for now. I do want to save some for later, just in case we want to go back for another few rounds of artifact farming or something like that. Through a little bit of conversion magic and doing a little bit of shopping with some of our Geo and Anemo sigils, I was able to get the crystals so that we can finally ascend Xiangling once again. Actually, this is the first time we ascended her, I think. She was level 70 when we started. That is a nice level 80. And would you look at that? A free wish. Fuck, man, I did not mean to trigger this cutscene. The ley line was not on the Chenyu Vale side of the map. I call that a scam. What the hell? What the hell? I was here. I was literally here. Actually, I wasn't even there. I was on this edge of water. And you teleported me over here. Alright, well, with that out of the way, I guess, we can finally ascend our lovely Qiqi. Level 70 for you, my dear. And we can actually ascend her again. We can't level her all the way, but we can ascend her. Wait a minute. I thought I farmed all of these. This is a scam. This is a scam. You're telling me I have to go collect one single violet grass? Every time you think you're free, they keep coming back for you. Okay, well, now we can ascend our lovely Qiqi. And that's another wish right there. Then finally, we have Kazuha's weapon, which we should finally be able to get to level 80. That's a level 50. Another Ascension, level 60. And we're out of Bora. Oh, I was afraid this would happen. Well, guess it looks like we'll have to dig into the fragiles today anyways, even though I really didn't want to. Yeah, it definitely seems like this team's one weakness is pyro shields and pyro immune enemies. Which, thankfully, Kevv has Mualani, so he can have a second team that can actually deal with pyro enemies. If he didn't have her, I probably wouldn't have built this team the way I did. Oh, cryo enemies though. Cryo enemies, we've got these in the bag. That's free melt, baby. Alright, that should be enough to finish this weapon, right? I fucked up. I guess I miscalculated how many of these I farmed yesterday morning. To be fair, it was rather early. It was before I went to class, because I realized I had forgotten to do it the day before, and so I had to do it in the morning while it was still the previous day in Asia. So I suppose the sword has to stay at level 70 for now, which is not that big of a deal. So that was a bit disappointing, but moving on. We have been doing a lot of character leveling up over the past couple days. We've leveled up Yanfei, we've leveled up Kazuha, Xiangling, Qiqi, Chongyun. We've done a lot of it, okay? And through all of that, we have gotten actually quite a fair few standard wishes. How many, in fact? 13. And I thought, why not use them and see what we get? Because who doesn't love a little bit of gambling in an account fixing video? And the fun part about this is that because Kevv has been gone from his account for so long, we have no idea what the pity is. And I thought maybe we could surprise Kevv with a little present. Maybe a new character, maybe a new useful weapon, who knows? If I were to have a wish list of what would be most useful to us, obviously somebody like Sing Cho would be ideal, because Kevv really doesn't have any good hydro options, and playing Yanfei in Vaporize would really, really bring up her damage. So Sing Cho would be an excellent pull. Fischl as well, just because she's a great all-around support to have. And Bennett, of course. It really does suck that Kevv doesn't have a Bennett, because he would be perfect for Yanfei. Some other options I think would be really good would be Rosaria, so we can have some off-field cryo and do Melt with Yanfei instead. Honestly, even a Xinyan wouldn't be a bad pull because she's useful for Mualani. So those are the characters that we'd be most hoping to get from this, and of course we could also just end up getting, I don't know, the bell. Now that I said that, I've probably jinxed myself, but you know, let's see what we get. I'm gonna do the first 3 wishes here. So again, we have no idea what the pity is here. We could be at 5-star pity for all we know. Nothing yet. Okay. Alright, last single pull. Can we see a 4-star? No, cannot. We might still get 2 4-stars in the 10 pull though, because there was a little bit of pity beforehand. Either way, here we go. 10 pull, let's see who we get. Okay, not a 5-star, but Kujo Sara? Really? Of all the characters we could have gotten, we got one of probably the most useless and one that we already have. Oh, come on. Can we see a second character, please? Oh god, don't let it end like this. Ugh, a rust. It's like salt in the wound. There's your C1 Kujo Sara, Kev. Well, no sense dwelling on what could have been. It's time for our next adventure. A bit of a bizarre adventure, if you will, because I have a plan to travel all the way from Kev's known world of Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma, all the way across Sumeru and into Natlan. Why? Well, partially so he can have the map unlocked and more easily venture into the place he really wants to explore, but also so that we can get the Natlan craftable for Mualani. Not only that, I did also have the idea of us potentially spending some resin for artifacts in the Natlan domain, but we'll see when we get there. It might be quite the hike, so strap in everybody. It's time for Yanfei's bizarre adventure. The first stop, of course, will be trying to get into Sumeru, which I believe the easiest way is probably through the chasm. However, this relies on me remembering how to get to Sumeru through the chasm. I mean, it's been like 2 years since I've made that journey. Is this it here, near the teleport waypoint that wasn't unlocked? I think it just might be. I see green. Green means Dendro. Oh, hello, little Sealy. Welcome to Sumeru, everyone. And that's our first statue of the 7, open to the world. Now, I'm thinking if we want the most direct route, we probably want to go to the Ashravan Realm one next. But there is another reason why I wanted to come here. And let's switch our Lumine here to Dendro. Dendro Traveler is by far and away the best element to use your Traveler with. And Kevv actually does have some not so bad Dendro options, especially having Yao Yao here. She's great, and Kale too, solid for a free unit. But having Dendro Traveler will open up a lot more avenues for team building, just to have a consistent and reliable Dendro applier to play around with. You could do Burgeon teams with Yanfei, you could do Burning teams with Mualani, you could do Burn Melt with Chongyun. Honestly, you could do Bloom with Mona. I mean, the possibilities with Dendro are kind of endless once you start playing around with it on your account. Alright, onwards. Goodness, that is an orange screen right now. Oh. I didn't mean to go that far down. Oh, I can finally see the Statue of the 7 on the map. Our second region has been unlocked. Now we're probably going to head for Aru Village. It doesn't seem like it's very close by, but also none of the desert waypoints are particularly close. But we can kind of see the pyramid in the background. That's cool. Now, the one thing I am a little worried about when we do get into Natlan is I'm not sure if the little buddy cutscene is going to come up for us right away or not. So I'm going to do everything in my power to try to avoid that from happening. Okay, we should probably get the teleport waypoint while we're here at Caravan Rebat.
Time to go.
Pretty straight walk to Aru Village from here, I think. And some of you are going to be in the comments saying, well, actually, you could just quick start the Archon quest. So here is our third statue, and that opens up a huge area. Wow. I always love how the pyramid looks. Look at that red against the purple sky. Sumeru Desert aesthetic is elite, man. And maybe that's just me being too much of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. But this place just gets me, dude. I do see our next destination on the horizon, though. Alright, that is the last statue of the 7 we need to unlock before we get to Natlan. This is probably the most boring part of the journey, because to get to the Natlan entrance, it's literally just running straight across blank desert. Look at the moon, though! Isn't the moon so pretty? Just passing by, gentlemen. Nothing to see here. Come on, just over the hill. We can almost see Natlan! Look how beautiful this place looks.
One with nature.
Truly, I've said it once and I'll say it again, they really outdid themselves with the environment design here. Hey, what happens if I drown here? Surely I don't get sent all the way back to this statue, right? I kinda didn't think about that before recklessly diving in. Well, oh good, I think I would have closed the game. Wait a minute, we have Mualani. What are we doing swimming? Oh yeah, this is how it's done, baby. Okay, if I stick to the edge of the map here, and I don't go down in that valley, there's the teleport waypoint. Stay far away from the cutscene. Okay, avoid from getting Paimon.
How about we explore the area ahead
No,
of us later?
no, Paimon. Okay. Please, we've almost made it past.
Carving waves.
I think we did it. I think we avoided trigger in the cutscene. Hell yeah. Saved. No! Please let me leave. No. Okay, what if we let the Rift Hounds kill us? What then?
Cold. So cold.
Please? Oh? If I just go this direction, I'm going completely away from... No! Okay, it seems like we might have no choice. And fuck, I came in here without my DPS again. Well, look at him. Look at the little guy. Look at how cute he is. So, unfortunately, we couldn't avoid triggering this. I didn't think we would be able to, but I had to try just in case. So, for those of you that don't know, and for Kevv as well, this item in your inventory, the little red scarf that he has on his tail, is what you can use to rename him. But yeah, there you go. Oh well, we move forward. It happens. Let's get our first Pyroculus and continue on towards the Statue of the 7, which is what we've been trying to do this entire time. Alrighty, here we are. Finally, our first Natlan Statue of the 7. And we'll keep right on trucking and get to the next one at the end of the path here. No, not you, not you. Leave me alone. Do not come after me! Here we are. Perfect. I never understood what the point was of these weapons in every region. You can only buy one of them. Not even, like, I can understand if it was like 3-star weapons, like sure, let me buy a copy of Thrilling Tales or something like that, you know? 1 2-star weapon of each type, like who is buying this? What is the purpose? And why do they keep adding it? You're going to need 10 condensed crystals, 10 of the little mushroom things, and 10 of the cacahuatl. Cacahuatl? There we go. We can finally buy the Ring of Yakshi. Learn that recipe and what am I missing? Oh, a billet. Oh, we'll have to convert. Do we have any dream solvent? Hold on. Oh, I don't believe we do. I don't believe we have a single dream solvent. Well, this is quite the predicament, isn't it? I think I know what our remaining 80 resin is going towards. And if we don't get a dream solvent, then I guess we're kind of fucked, aren't we? Sip Sip Stefan is reacting to the Kamala and Trump debate? Bro, don't you cover Genshin drama? There we go. Now pray, pray, pray we get a dream solvent. Yes! And whoa, 3 5-star drops. You need 2 You need 2 dream solvent. You know, when I said today was going to be the last day on the account, I really didn't expect we'd still be here 4 hours later. Hi, Dvalin. Long time no see. I really haven't fought Dvalin very recently on my own account.
Boom, boom!
Yes. Okay. That was easy enough. But please, 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 please. No. Oh, man. What the hell? Why couldn't we have gotten a feather like this back at the beginning? Well, we can try to fight Child. I think I might want to co-op for that one, though. But I have been playing Genshin for quite a while at this point tonight, and what I thought was going to be finished in, you know, an hour or 2 has now become a much, much longer endeavor. So I think, sorry to mislead you, but I don't think this is actually going to be our last day. Today is our last day on Kev's account, and let's start this off right by finishing out this Favonius sword. I went ahead, farmed out the last couple materials this morning, so we can finally have that level 80. Alright, then beyond that, there is only one goal we have today. Well, okay, we do have a couple goals, but we have one big goal that unfortunately relies a lot on RNG. We need just a single dream solvent. Now, the next boss, I was going to try to go up against is Child, because I think that one would be the easiest, and it's one of the few that we actually have unlocked. While we wait here, I want to take a look at some of the rest of the characters on the roster and just see what I would suggest for all of them, or at least point out which ones I think are going to be worth building for Kev's account. Honestly, you have Jean down here. She is a really good character, and between her, Kazuha, and Sucrose, you're pretty much set for animo options. You're going to be stuck in the VV mines for a while, of course, but if you build the 3 of these guys, you probably won't ever have to pull up another animo character. I've already equipped her with a Fav, of course, which she can use very well. I've already mentioned it once before, but Dendro Traveler, for sure. Dendro Traveler could also go on a Fav weapon. They just need a ton of ER to be able to have their burst up all the time. 4-piece Deepwood is what you're going to want to have here. So this last row of characters are actually where you're going to find some surprising goats. I definitely recommend leveling up Yao Yao. Again, she's a healer option, but most importantly, she's a Dendro healer, meaning you can do some Dendro teams with her and she can really shine. Kale as well from their Dendro option, though I do think Dendro MC is better. And then also Beidou. Beidou is a fun character to play. In fact, I think... let's get her off this defense percent weapon. What the heck?
I'll remind you again.
Yeah, I think putting her on Fav Greatsword is going to be pretty good. I'm really glad you have such a good variety of Fav weapons, because these are great for a lot of characters. Beto is a character that works mostly off of a burst, so she's going to want a lot of energy recharge. She's going to want 4-piece emblem. Because, yeah, Beto is really your only electro character right now, I'd say is really worth building. And it looks like we finally have some people in here, so I will continue in a second. Okay, that was much faster than expected. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad about that, but I am mad that we don't get a dream solvent. Okay, let's go find some more bosses to fight. Okay, I was matching for approximately 20-30 minutes, I want to say. So finally, I decided to request to join different co-op worlds until I found someone that could help me.
Nothing to worry about.
And, well, we have a Nuvolent and a Farina, so maybe? Said, don't expect much from me, I'm only AR 50, but I believe in them. I believe in us. Okay, Maven, we got this. We got this, I'm sure, right? Oh, come on, Farina. Farina, do it, Farina, please. Fishing him off, Kazuha. Yes! Okay. That wasn't quite as hard as I was fearing. But now the real question. A dream solvent, we got AR-49, but we do not. Okay, we're trying to fight the whale now. I don't know, the real boss isn't that hard, really. It just has a lot of HP. Is that an EM Raiden? Oh, we might be screwed. Well, we are really not doing bad. I am surprised. I mean, it definitely helps that this person we're with has some of the best characters in the game, at least as far as damage dealing goes, so.
Time for your arraignment!
Ooh, we did it though. Will we see a dream solvent? No. Oh man. Alright, they're willing to let us stick around for one more. So let's go. Let's try Signora this time.
I never asked
Whoa.
for redemption.
Okay, done with that one. Please, can we see another chance? Oh, I need to replenish my resin. Please, please, please. No. It can't end like this. It can't end like this. They said I was quite strong for an AR-58. Little do they know. Well, I guess while we're back in our own world, we can go claim our rewards from Catherine. So, 2 resin, more EXP books, an artifact. What's the artifact gonna be? Oh, defense. I think, sadly, we have to give up on this dream. So, unfortunately, we cannot get Mualani's weapon. Let's do something a little more fun now, shall we? Because I surely need to lift my spirits, and what's more fun than gambling? Let's take the last little bit of resin that we have here. We have a couple condensed resin, a couple fragiles, and I want to see if we can farm some artifacts for Mualani, just so Kev can get started with
Time to go.
There's that domain.
Time to go.
Now, surely there should be a shit ton of people trying to farm this right now, right? Okay, gang, you can't both play Mualani. Let's use our brains here. Healer? Bro, all I got is her. I'll play healer, but you're not gonna like it. Well, this is our first run, I guess. Death percent. And what? First run? It's always the first run. Maybe? I don't know. But that is... Whoa. Okay. Honestly, it's pretty okay to get pieces on the new Obsidian Codex set that only have crit damage and no crit rate, simply because of how much crit rate the set gives. Okay, well, we were off to a pretty good start. We've already got a flower and a feather we can use. Can we see... Oh, could this be crit great. Well, not ideal on this set. But, you know, crit damage on the other one. I don't know how good that'll be, but I'll lock it. So, technically, with that circlet, all we need is one more piece to complete the set. And, well, could this be it? Well, HP, not as good as Hydro. But I'm not gonna say no. This always happens. This always happens. The last day of the account fix, I decide to do some last hurrah artifact farming, and suddenly I get a great set for a single unbuilt character within like 200 runs.
Motion to compel. Need a
Every single time. An Aqua Seedwin? I thought she was doing some crazy damage. Okay, DPS Seedwin. I respect that. Well, gang, we did it. We have a Mualani set, kind of. I mean, it's nothing special. Like, obviously, hardly any of these are probably going to be final pieces by any means, but they get around to the 4-piece set. They have some of the right substats. Now, I'm not sure why we have like 0 HP Sans, but this one's not bad for an off-piece. I'm glad I saved that one to lock. There we go. A starter Mualani set for Kevv. And with that, I think it might have to be time to say goodbye to Kevv's account. So, for one last time, let's go over everything that we've done on this account over the past week. So, first off, we've leveled Kazuha, Yanfei, Xiangling, Qiqi, and Chongyun. We've given all of them leveled weapons. We've given them at least a base artifact set that we can start working from with the right sets. Leveled up all of their relevant talents to at least level 6. Then we've also gone through all of Kevv's characters and pointed out the ones that he might want to focus on or look at for the future. We've also gotten an artifact set for his brand new Mualani. Unfortunately, not able to get a weapon for her, but it's okay.
This blade.
And then to top
It is
that
the last
all
link
off,
I have to the land of my
we were
birth.
able to unlock Natlan for Kevv to start exploring in, so he doesn't have to travel all the way across this unexplored world first. So thank you so much to Kevv for letting me play in your account and letting me help you get set up to get back into enjoying this game. I really hope you enjoy the upgrades we've made to your account, and I hope you are able to have fun with it for the foreseeable future. And don't let any suspicious people onto your account again, unless it's me. Anyways guys, that's all for now. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.
Into the wind.
Goodbye.
Just